Hello my friends, I'm Sarah. Welcome to Grace in My Space. Today, we're going cross-country antiquing. Now you guys know that I love antiquing, but what I really love about it is when you're going with somebody else who also appreciates antiquing and the history behind it and all of the things that come with finding that like really exciting treasure that you've been on the hunt for forever. Here in Michigan, my mom is my antiquing buddy and I always have the best time with her. Some of our best memories are made together out on the hunt for antiques, and so today I'm going to share some things that we found on our antiquing trips in Michigan. But a little surprise, some wonderful people that you might know from across the nation are joining me to go antiquing in another state. Now, I had the opportunity to go on a retreat recently with some other YouTubers and content creators who are absolute gems. I am positive that you know them, but if you don't, by some chance, by some miracle, if you're not following these people already, I will link their YouTube bios in my description. These are just some of the best women that you'll ever have the privilege of following along with. They share absolutely beautiful ideas, heartfelt YouTube videos, lots of inspiration, and I know that you will just treasure being alongside them as they go on their own journeys as well. So together, the 6 of us are going antiquing in Nebraska and Iowa. Now, one of the things that I love the most about coming into antique stores is that you just really never know what you're going to find. Look at that set of huge carved utensils on the wall. Who does that? You don't see that anywhere anymore. I also always love hunting for specific collections, and I am a sucker for mortar and pestles. I don't know why. I don't ever use them for anything that's actually what they're made for. They're just decor for me. This one was $40 though for that little teeny thing. That was way overpriced. So I love just kind of browsing and getting a little bit of a perspective on what I could take from past styles and incorporate them into a modern home where I love to bring in some antique and vintage flair. Now, there are a few things that I always point out when I'm antiquing, and baskets is one of them. Yes, you can go into literally any home store and find a basket, but why not repurpose old vintage baskets? Also, these brass Indian bowls are absolutely stunning. I have small ones, and I love the size of that one. Just imagine it on your holiday table, how pretty that would be. I also always look for candle holders. This one was just really funny. Not funny, it was really fun. It was really fun and it was really different, and it would be something you don't find in the stores. Now, this marble horse was incredible. If it wasn't $110, I would have bought it. It's gorgeous. I also always look for artwork. I like looking for small pieces that can just kind of create like a small moment in your home, and these ones were really sweet and precious. I also really like little trinket trays. I use them for jewelry, I use them for keys, I use them for coupons, sticky notes. And then I spotted this scalloped wood tray, and I love how cute it is. Scallops are really in the stores right now, so why not find a vintage version instead? It was only $8. Now, if you see a 50% off find, you better believe that I'm going to slow right down and take a really good hard look. This booth had a lot of really, really beautiful pieces, gorgeous paintings, a lot of architectural pieces. This wood frame to what I would have supposed would have been either a mirror or a picture frame would be really pretty to reuse, have it reframed or remirrored. And then these artwork pieces were absolutely stunning. And even architectural pieces like that one at the top would be really cute over an archway. This piece of art was gorgeous. I really liked how it had the light reflecting off of the lake. I should have bought that one. And then this one behind it is massive. You can't even tell the scale from the video. It was at least 4 feet tall and it was absolutely stunning. This piece, on the other hand, was teeny tiny, and I loved the carved detail. Such a simple little mirror would be super cute in an entryway or as you exit a back door. I also like looking for hardware. A lot of times in antique stores, you can find really affordable hardware. These copper pieces were really, really pretty, and I also liked that candle mold behind it. Now, a lot of times in antique stores, it can be really easy to overlook big pieces because most of the time, furniture is being used as a display case. So, in this instance, this rolling cart could be super fun, but you can't really even see it the way they have it displayed. And this china cabinet is gorgeous, but your eye tends to get drawn to what's inside of it instead of the piece itself. So I always like to recommend taking a step back and looking at the big pieces of furniture in each booth before you key in on the smaller pieces. Even cute little side tables like that would be really cute incorporated into a home. Now, these coffee and tea canisters were adorable, way too small for me because I would use that much coffee in like 2 days, but they are so pretty. Can you imagine those just being out on a bar cart or on a coffee table, coffee station? They're just really pretty and unique. And again, I spotted a mortar and pestle. I passed on it. I probably should have gotten it. It's really cute, but I really love the look of them. And then I love seeing some fall and even Christmas decor starting to come into the booths. You can really take advantage of some of those seasonal pieces because they don't always come out. They're not out year round. Most vendors tend to put out seasonal stuff when it makes sense seasonally. So if you're shopping for antiques that make sense for the autumn season or the holiday season, now is your time to head into antique and thrift stores. Using vintage books is a really fun way to decorate for the seasons because of how colorful the spines are. That's not something you see very often in new books, and so I always like to look for that, as well as just really sorting through the piles. When you get to a point like this, sometimes it can be extremely overwhelming. Your eye can't focus on anything. There's so much to look at. So just really slow down when you get to sections like this because every now and then you'll find a really unique piece, diamond in the rough, that you just really would love to take home. I thought that this extremely oversized rolling pin was awesome. Look at it compared to the ones below. The ones below are actually a normal size and they look miniature compared to it. Such a fun find. Now, while we might not be ready to decorate for Christmas, it doesn't hurt to look, to get inspired, to see some cute pieces. If you spot a piece that you think is really unique, snag it while you can, tuck it away for the next month or two, and then get it back out in time for the Christmas and holiday season. I really love looking for vintage pieces because they add so much charm and character. That reindeer was just so sweet. I love that it actually had fur on it, which I thought was really cute. You just don't see that in the stores. And I also love looking at booths with the way that they're set up for the holiday season because a lot of times it can just be inspiring to see how they've displayed things, to get ideas for how you can use things like those really cute blankets. Even on your front porch with that sled or with some of these outdoor pieces, it's just a lot of fun to imagine what you could bring into your own home and display. I'm always on the hunt for really quality brass items as well. I just love the glow of brass for the holiday season. This candle holder was really unique and really pretty, and my mom came home with that one. And then into our next shop, I just really loved some of these unique and really beautiful, high quality, in good shape pieces of vintage and antique decor. I loved how this mantle was styled. It's really sweet and simple, but very festive. That wicker tree was really fun, and up there, that brass wreath was absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like it before. And then I just loved stepping back at this booth. They do such a good job displaying things. This is at the Found Cottage, and all of their items are just so high quality and beautiful and unique, like that massive mirror. The carving on that was just incredible. So I love to get ready and prepped for the upcoming holiday season to be inspired, and I'm so excited for what's to come. Now we're on to our next adventure, heading to Omaha, and I'm going to be meeting up with so many amazing YouTubers. We're staying at Kristen Hoffman's house, and I'm traveling with Andrea from Pine and Prospect Home. Isn't it adorable? She has the sweetest space. We met up with Sarah from She Holds Dearly, Lisa from Farmhouse on Boone, and Cami from Tidbits blog, and we had the best time.
He just wants you guys to clap for him.
You don't have to.
I hope this doesn't scare him, but I'm going to play you their music box.
I love etchings. This is like, I want to buy this. This is for sale?
No, I'm serious.
Oh, I was like, what? I'll take it. We started our trip with a tea at this beautiful estate, which was originally built for the military, and they had so many incredible antiques, and it was so fun just to see how it was set up as it would have been back in the 1800s. And then we headed to Walnut, Iowa, which was called the Antique City for a reason. It's very ornate. Like, I don't see that very often in Michigan, at least. There's a lot of it, too. Ooh, that's a pretty piece.
Oh, sorry, Sarah.
You're fine. You can walk in front of it. You'll just be in the video.
Isn't it annoying to shop with YouTubers?
Look how cute all these old rolling pins are. They're so pretty compared to what they do now.
I think this is the most organized antique store I've ever seen. Look it.
It's like themed.
It's like a store.
Yes.
A retail store.
Oh my gosh, look at all that. They're all so pretty.
This whole case is metal thirds.
I've literally never seen this many like legitimate antiques in one store. Yeah, they're crazy. They're so pretty.
The yellow. That's so pretty.
Mm-hmm. There were so many very unique and incredible pieces of antiques, and I flew and could hardly bring anything home. So I was so limited on what I could even look for, but I just really found a lot of joy and entertainment in just stopping to look at all of the beautiful pieces that were available. If I didn't pack a suitcase, this stunning, very tall and uniquely shaped painting would have come home with me. I came across a lot of really fun pieces that would have fit into my collections very easily, but just really held back on this trip. I've been trying to be a lot more conscious of what I'm bringing into my home, making sure that I have a purpose in mind for a piece before I get it. So even though I saw about 1,000 things that I actually really loved and thought would have fit well in my house, I didn't come away with anything. A lot of the other girls did find some beautiful treasures, and I'm gonna link you up to their YouTube channels so that you can see what they came home with as they style them in their own homes. I really like this spice container. I love that the original labels were still on some of the jars. Obviously, you could take off some of those white labels and either leave them blank or try and replicate the originals. I thought that would be a really fun DIY project, maybe with the Cricut. I really just enjoyed perusing and seeing all of the collections. A lot of the antique stores in this town were more curated looking, and that was a lot of fun rather than having to rummage through a lot of junk in order to find good antiques. There were just good antiques literally everywhere. Many times I feel like Michigan lacks in the antique department. I know a lot of places like Missouri and Ohio and Illinois that I visited before have really beautiful antiques. Iowa and Nebraska were no different. And so it's just really fun to see all of the options and some pieces that I've always admired in other people's homes that I could have potentially maybe fit in my suitcase and didn't. I should have gotten this salt container. It was really cute. But there were so many beautiful things to find, and it was such a beautiful and rewarding trip. But now back to my home state of Michigan. I got back and started working and planning content for the upcoming holiday season and decided to go thrifting. And I did come home with some fun finds amidst the junk. These were not antiques, but I got some cute things that I think I'm going to be able to make really adorable for the upcoming holiday season. I literally flew to Nebraska and antiqued for 2 days and came home with nothing. Go to my local thrift store for 1 hour. Treasures. This is gonna be such a fun upcoming video. We're gonna make this baby over. $5.99, look how big it is. And I've never had my own Christmas village, but my mom always did a huge village growing up. And I feel like my kids have somehow missed out on that. They're teens now, we're gonna start a little late, but aren't these cute? Look at this. I feel like this is unique. I've never seen it before. Is it cute? I'm gonna make it cute. There's a little baby one too, 99 cents. This needs some serious polishing, but I think she's gonna shine up. Real pretty for the holiday tables. All of this and more coming up in new videos. Holidays are my favorite. It's such a privilege to be able to share my own life with you guys on YouTube, and also to be able to attend retreats like this with some amazing women who are just so uplifting and encouraging and inspirational. And so I hope that you enjoyed seeing a little glimpse into our little retreat and that you enjoyed seeing the antiquing finds that we found. I will see you next week.